Revelation 12:3-4. 3 Then another sign appeared in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his heads were 7 crowns. 4 And his tail swept away a third of the stars of heaven and hurled them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman who was about to give birth, so that when she gave birth he might devour her child. In Revelation chapter 12, there are signs, and both appear in heaven and both come to earth. One sign is Jesus the Messiah, and the other is the devil. There are many beliefs about the devil: who he is, what he looks like, and his purpose. Sometimes when I write a Bible teaching blog, I will use a secular song to do it, and for Revelation 12:3-4 I decided to use Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones. Many people who dislike rock and roll say or think Sympathy for the Devil was written and sung to glorify Satan. But the band says the song is the song from the devil's point of view, and how he has puzzled the minds of humans all over Earth's history and calls evil events one after the other. The other sign in heaven was Lucifer, his name to Satan and the devil as a result of his rebellion against God, his creator. More about him is written about him in Revelation 12, but my main goal is what the devil is doing here in Revelation 12:3-4. He was garden with Eve, and he puzzled her by twisting God's word, and Eve trusted the devil's lying tongue. When the Lord told Eve that he would provide the promised seed, that one of her daughters would one day give birth to the Messiah and salvation would be available to all who accepted the Son of God and Son of Man, the devil was in the garden and heard everything God said. Genesis 3:15 And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. For those who don't know what the word enmity means, it means mutual hate, and devil was ready and waiting for the Messiah to be born to stop his mission of saving God's children from their sins. Satan didn't know when or where the Messiah would be born, so he would attack anyone to try and stop it. Sometimes he would kill one at a time, like how Cain killed his brother Abel, Genesis 4:8, and continued in Exodus chapter. The devil tried every Hebrew boys killed that was born by telling the midwives to throw newborn son into the river Nile to drown or eat by a crocodile. Exodus 1:16 When you help the Hebrew women as they give birth, watch as they deliver. If the baby is a boy, kill him; if it is a girl, let her live. 22 Then Pharaoh gave this order to all his people: throw every newborn Hebrew boy into the Nile River. But you may let the girls live. When Jesus the Messiah was finally born, Satan was kind of unaware, but when King Herod heard the so-called Messiah King of Jews was born and where he was born, he orders every boy, 2 years old and younger, killed. But the Lord sent an angel to warn Joseph to run for safety until told it was safe to return to Israel. Matthew 2:13 Now when they had gone, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, Get up. Take the child and his mother and flee to Egypt, and stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him. 14 So Joseph got up and took the child and his mother while it was still night, and left for Egypt. 15 He stayed there until the death of Herod. This happened so that what had been spoken by the Lord through the prophet would be fulfilled: Out of Egypt I called my son. 16 Then when Herod saw that he had been tricked by the Magi, he became very enraged, and sent men and killed all the boys who were in Bethlehem and all its vicinity who were 2 years old or under, according to the time which he had determined from the Magi. No matter how hard the devil tries to prove he can do better than God and try to stop God from keeping his promise, the Lord is way wiser, and he is the Alpha and Omega. He is the Word, and he will fulfill his word, and his promise will be kept. Are you worshiping the true sign of Revelation 12:1-2 or the false sign of Revelation 12:3-4? Let me know if you need help or prayer. God bless you all. Jesus the Messiah loves you, and so do I. Samuel J.H. Luke 4:12 Jesus responded, The scriptures also say, You must not test the Lord your God. 13 When the devil had finished tempting Jesus, he left him until the next opportunity came.